Hey, JC here. Thank you for your question. That's a really good one. From what I see, it's kind of hit and miss. It's a thing I ask, and I'm going to conduct a survey before I leave with at least 100 people if I can regarding that. But, however, I would like to note to all you out there, we see an increase in mass shootings and, yeah, shootings in general. I want you guys to consider this, and it's almost like we're not really thinking about these studies that have been done in the past, but I believe it was Albert Bandura did a study on violent TV, violence on television, and people watching it, and they discovered that yes, when you watch violent shows, there's an increase in violence. And one study, he just put a prop gun in a room, and just by putting in a prop gun in a room, prop gun, everybody knew it was a fake gun. Everybody did. It just increased uh, the levels of aggression and violence. So why does that happen? And it's because it's symbolism. It's the same thing that you see a skull and bones over a doorway. You get a sense of fear uh, coming from the unconscious to the conscious. But sometimes these unconscious triggers don't come to the surface, but they're there. You know, uh, so playing a violent video game, watching violent stuff, it increases the likelihood for violence. It's that simple. And whoever wants to argue it is just come on. You're out of touch. It's the same thing as grooming. When you hear about these men grooming young girls for sexuality, they expose them to these things, so they normalize it. So it becomes embedded into their unconscious mind. I mean, anybody that studied neuro linguistic programming can tell you how little things can affect a person's behavior, words, triggers. And so they plant these seeds. So if you plant seeds of violence, you're gonna get a violent tree. Not all the time, but there's a big possibility, right? So yeah, I do see a hit and miss, but I want you guys to consider that because that's just the way of the world. Thank you for your question. It's kind of a hard one, sad one. Makes you think. Peace.